Hello everybody, welcome to the channel World of Self Learning. I am Mahesh here. Today in this practical we are going to see how to find the value of resistance in series and in parallel. The basic concept we all know. For that we are going to see practically how to find them. Okay. Today's practical our agenda will be first we will see the simulation on the software and then we will go to the workbench. Okay. So let's start first with the simulation. Now you can see on my screen I have a software which is used for simulating the electronic components. Okay, so we are going to find the equivalent resistance first in series and then in parallel. In series you can see we have two resistors connected at end to end. Means end of first resistor is connected to the end of second resistor. You can see my mouse cursor moving. Okay, and both are connected to the multimeter. This is a multimeter. Okay, we are going to see how it looks like in a practical workbench. Okay, so bear with me in this software. And similarly we have two resistors connected in parallel, value of 220 ohm. Both they are connected in parallel means both the ends of a single resistor are connected with the another resistor. Okay, means you can see one end is connected to here and second end is connected to here, means both are connected with each other on both ends, and we will measure the resistor across them with the help of digital multimeter. This is our second digital multimeter. Okay, now we will run the simulation and see the values, so we will verify them in our practical workbench. Okay, also you can see the formula for resistor in series. As in resistors in series will get add up to form an equivalent resistors. You can see R equivalent is equals to R1 plus R2. Similarly resistors in parallel get added inversely to form an inverse equivalent resistor. Okay, the meaning of this is R equivalent will be R1 into R2 divided by sum of the R1 and R2. You can see the formula. You can take a screenshot of this. Now we will going to run the simulation and see what values we get. So we will verify them on a workbench. I have run this simulation. Now you can see the value of resistor. Equivalent resistor is 440 ohms. Okay, so note down it, 440 ohms in series. Same resistors of 220 each will add up to give us 440 ohms. Okay, we'll now see for resistors in parallel. You can see for resistors in parallel both of value 220. When we put this in our formula, means 220 into 220 divided by 220 plus 220, then we get the value of 110 ohms. You can verify this with the help of calculations. It's easy calculation. Okay, so we now know the value of equivalent resistance, so we will verify them on our workbench. So let's go to the workbench. Hello friends, welcome to our workbench. You can see on our workbench I have arranged a multimeter, a breadboard with a set of 4 resistors. Okay, 2 are arranged in a series and 2 are arranged in an parallel fashion. Okay, so before we start of the practical, we will see what are the value of those resistors. Okay, for your clarification I will bring the one of the resistor closer to the camera. You can see that resistor is red brown. Okay, means 2 into 10 means 220 ohm resistor we are having on our hands. So all the resistor on the breadboard will be of 220 ohms. Okay, I will plug that back. Okay, if you don't know how to find the color codes, then see the video which is showing in the I button. Okay, let's start. The first 2 resistors are connected in series. We'll see what is the practical value of each resistor first. Okay, so we will measure for one and assume for all. Now I have a multimeter. I will set it to the ohm range. Okay, now it is set to measure the resistance value. So I will put it to the first resistor. Okay, you can see the value is around 217 or 18. Okay, it's fluctuating around, it's 217. Okay, Let's check for second register. We can see the second register is also 217, so we'll approx them to 217, all of them. Okay, so we'll see now the series equivalent resistance. We'll touch to the ends of the both registers. This is first end, this is second end. Polarity doesn't matter because resistance are not polarized. So let's stabilize the multimeter. It is showing reading around 434. Okay, we'll see them on a calculator. What our first resistance, it was 200, and you can see the calculator, 217 plus 217. So what we got, 434, and what we previously got on our DMM, it was 434. Okay, so we got correct series resistance. Okay, now we will verify it for a parallel resistance. Now we'll measure one of the resistor. You can see I been measuring the first resistor. Okay, its value is around 217, and next one whose value is, it's around 219. So first is 217 and second is 219. Okay, so let's measure their equivalent parallel resistance. So I will be touching upper resistor and then at the lower side, because they are not polarized, so you can touch anywhere. Okay, that doesn't matter. Now we are seeing the value of equivalent resistance as 110 on our digital multimeter. Let's verify that with the help of calculation. So what is our formula? It says R1 R2 whole divided by R1 plus R2. So we have calculator. First resistance value is 217, second is 219, and in the denominator we have 217 plus 219. So what should we have to got? It's 108.99, means around 109, and with what we got, it was 110. You can see it was 110. So we got an approx value to our calculated value. So in electronics we have to make some approximations. Okay, we will need some higher price instruments to measure its accurate values. So we can bear with that approximation of 1 ohm. We verify our result in simulations and also in practical. So that's all for today's practical. We have seen how to find the equivalent resistance in series as well as in parallel. Okay, so if you find the practical interesting, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, push the bell notification to all so you will not miss any of upcoming videos. One announcement: we have made a practical electronic crash course on our channel, World of Cell Planning. So visit the playlist section and you will find the course there. If you have any doubts regarding the practical suggestions, put them in the comment section below. The suggestions will be always welcome. So we will meet a day after tomorrow, so stay tuned for the next video. And if you don't know the trick to remember the color code, then see the video showing on our right hand side, and if you want to visit our course, then see the video showing on the left hand side. Okay, so goodbye.